Natural Products Expo West is coming up soon in Anaheim, California, March 8th through 11th. We're going to tell you about some great digital tools that you can use to be more productive and connect with more people at the show. We're going to talk about Twitter, Munch, and Evernote, all of which are free digital tools that you can download. So Andrew, let's talk about Twitter first, because Twitter is huge at Expo West. Everyone's using the hashtag Expo West, but what does that really mean and why do people need to use it?
Well, what's great about Twitter is it's actually the pulse of the event, the live pulse of the event. So by following a hashtag or looking in on conversations, you can actually see what people are talking about and connect with people instantly just by following Twitter.
So I've got the hashtag Expo West here on my Twitter app on my phone, and you can easily scroll through people who are tweeting real time right now about the event. But what I love to use Twitter for when I'm at the show through my personal account and the New Hope 360 account is to take photos. Send them right away. Easy way to share. Great way to spread the news about if you're an exhibitor at your booth. What's another power user tip for Twitter?
Well, it's good to understand the difference between a hashtag and someone's profile. So when you see the @ sign, so @NatProdExpo, you want to use that when you're talking to somebody on Twitter, so to another user. The hashtag, like hashtag Expo West, allows you to see an entire conversation. So as you're doing, you can follow the entire conversation. If you tag your tweet with that, everybody in the community can see it.
Awesome exposure. So moving on to our next app, our next digital tool, I've got a problem here. I've got so many business cards. This is what happens every Expo West, Expo East. What can I do to eliminate this clutter and save time at the show?
So there's an amazing app called Munch, and it's actually made by LinkedIn. What that allows you to do is to take a picture of that card, and then what Munch does is it actually uploads a picture of the card and then turns it into a contact file. So you see there's a picture of the card, and then it looks for that person on LinkedIn, or it just drops all of the information from the card into a file. So here I have all of this person's information. Now you can also connect with them directly on LinkedIn right away, or it gives you the option to push one button and send a follow-up email to them as soon as you meet them, and you can make a note of when you met them.
That's amazing. It saves so much time. So our last thing that we're going to talk about is Evernote. And this is a new, not a new digital tool, but one that's new to me that you told me about. So what is Evernote and how can people use it at the show?
So Evernote is one of the, I guess, more robust free productivity apps that's out there. It allows you to take notes on just about anything, all multimedia. You can take an audio note, you can take pictures, and it allows you to sync to another computer and share those notes with other users. So if you're in an education session and you're taking notes, you can send those right back to your computer or send it back to your office or another coworker on site at Expo West.
That's pretty powerful. And you mentioned that there are two extensions now when we were talking about this, about the Evernote Food and the Evernote Hello, and this is meant for meeting people, and then also for the food aspect, meant for capturing notes about food and photos of food that you took on the show floor. So you can practically never forget what product you tasted ever again with this powerful app. That's great. There's one more app that I want to mention that's perhaps not very useful to Expo West attendees, but Expo West farmer attendees perhaps. It's this new app that is actually a cow caller that uses the same sensors that are in a Wii to send a text message to the farmer if their cow is sick or in heat. So something that's in development, probably something to watch in our space, in our natural product space. But to find out more about any of these digital tools that we've talked about and more, click the link below. And for more Expo West tips, stay tuned to newhope360.com.